The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Skips away from pressure. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Oh, it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. He's taking the shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground and try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackle is made after the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll pull it down and run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Mustangs send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hand with crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
They're bringing heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 14, SMU 0.
And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's back. Makes his connection. Oh, they're not get free. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Ryan's is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 14, SMU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Mustangs are on the move. The give is to Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Gets rid of it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Back to throw. It's back. He's got it. Stopped after making the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, if you're going to complete these stagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, going to the air. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. To the air, it's back. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across. And they will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Pressure coming. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll let it go down the right side. To the end zone, and it's picked off. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.